Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I am bringing you some Division A West action between Better Than Bots and Match Ready. We're still waiting for one more player, but they should be here in the next 2 or 3 minutes, hopefully. Our last person is having computer troubles and shouldn't be much longer, so sorry. That's okay. That's okay. Computer troubles happen. We'll get this lobby up and running as soon as possible. In the meantime, we can talk a little bit about the map situation here. Better Than Bots did lose the coin flip and it ended up with map choice. They chose to ban away Garden of Terror and Braxis. Holdout, Match Ready, choosing to ban away Battlefield of Eternity and Alterac Pass. So no 2-lane maps to be had today. And also 2 of the sort of larger macro maps taken out as well in Garden of Terror and Alterac Pass. And we are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen here for game number 1. Since we've got a moment, we head on over to the website and check the standings here in A West. See how our 2 teams have done so far. Looks like Match Ready went down 0-2 in their first series, and so did Better Than Bots. So both these teams looking for their first win here in week number 2. It was Boosted Bonobos that took out Better Than Bots in week number 1, and it was Mnavel who took the victory over Match Ready in week number 1. So both these teams looking for their first win. One of them will not remain, or one of them will be picking up their first series win here today. I always like to see that. Good stuff. Well, hopefully our 10th player gets that computer situation fixed up. In the meantime, we can talk about Tomb of the Spider Queen. Got to do a Tomb game yesterday. That was Division E, though. And we saw, wave clear being very, very important, but we also saw that, with enough team fight, you can overcome a wave clear deficit, though with these players up in Div A, the strategies can be a little bit different here. One tank that has really fallen off the radar, but I think can shine on Tomb of the Spider Queen specifically, is ETC. ETC and Muradin, I find, are very, very good at interrupting rotations fairly safely here on Tomb. Just being able to hover sort of on that top side of the map, leaking over into the enemy's range, dismounting, getting out safely. So I'm not sure we're going to see it today, just because ETC is in a little bit of a tough spot tank-wise compared to everyone else who's sort of on the top of the board, but it would be pretty cool to see either ETC or Muradin come on through in this matchup here. Still just hoping that our 10th player is able to get online soon. Be tough forfeit if it's just some computer problems keeping them away. But we will hang out and hopefully we will get our player soon enough. Let's see if there's much else to talk about here. Well, let's talk about the state of A West in general. Wow. One team, Nature's Cure, has already played 3 matches. That's 7 points. They're 5-2 right now. That's, wow. Is that both their flex matches done? Those monsters. 1 flex match done. Oh, and they already played their week 2. Okay, so they've got 3 in. I think it was A West last season. It was either A West or B West. Or I think in the last week of the regular season, there were still like 8 flex matches yet to be played across all the teams. So they had like more than double the number of matches they would normally play in just that week. So it was just like casting A West all over the place, which was pretty funny. Oh dear. All right, I've stalled for long enough. We've got our 10th player. We'll be getting into our first draft here. Hope everyone's had a great day so far. I'm a little bit tired, but we're going to power on through it. Bring you the energy you deserve here in this series. All right, the readies are out. We're ready to jump into this draft. One thing, if I could snap my fingers and make something happen in Heroes of the Storm, it would be when you press the start game button in the lobby, that it started the game, and not somewhere between 3 and 6 seconds later. Just a thought. Just a thought. Or when you press the button, it gave you like a countdown, StarCraft style, for when it was actually going to go through. That'd be pretty cool. I could dig that. Selfish wishes. Should we get a clan system? Should we get, you know, more weekly updates? Nope. I just wanted you to work on that button right there. All right, we've got our first draft of the evening on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Match ready with the first ban. A lot of available, you know, a lot of good wave clear mages. Hard to ban all of those out. One thing I'm not sure of here in Div A is if Medivh has started to make their way down the divisions yet. We've seen Medivh have very, very high priority in Storm. Sometimes, you know, even in Heroic, you'll see some Medivh players filtering on through. But, you know, you still get the odd Medivh player here and there throughout the rest of the amateur divisions here. So I'm very interested to see if that comes on through. It's going to be a Blaze ban first by Match Ready. Blaze, not one that we see an awful lot here, but there could be... I'm guessing we've got a Blaze specialist over on the side of Better Than Bots that Match Ready has scouted out and does not want to deal with. Blaze, you know... Blaze is pretty good into Malthael if Match Ready is thinking about going that, or just if they're thinking about generally going heavy frontline. Blaze can ruin the day of that sort of comp as well. As we see Chromie banned away by Better Than Bots. My favorite Sand Mage will not be played in this set. Isn't that sad? Match ready. Seeing that we've got a Wave Clear Mage off the board, we'll see what their next ban is going to be. Infofox with the follow. Thank you very much for the support. Hope you're having fun over here. It is going to be a Medivh ban. Now that could be a scouted Medivh ban, or it could be a, you know, just in case Medivh ban. So it is that it's coming through in the first rotation makes me think it's a scout. Because taking a Medivh in your 1-2 as the second pick team would be very, very ballsy in my opinion. But hey, you know what? There's a lot of very wide hero pools. There's a lot of very good mechanical players here in Division A. And we see that with the Maiev ban. Like, you know, heroes that aren't, you know, you wouldn't say they're meta, you wouldn't say that most players can play them, are just super good in the hands of particular players. So good scouting from both of these teams to make sure that a pocket pick doesn't slip on through. As we see Teal going to go ahead and pick up the Johanna here. Johanna, the vanilla of tanks, the, you know, easygoing one, but still the premier rotational and wave clear tank in the pool. And I think that's a perfectly fine first pick on Tomb of the Spider Queen, to be sure. Better Than Bots, thinking about their first rotation. Oh, it's an ETC. Yes! Lucio and ETC going to be picked up by Crafty Trent and 5 Aces. I was talking about ETC earlier. I wanted to see someone break out the cow here on Tomb and try to work on that, work on interrupting those rotations. So I'm hoping that that's the play from Better Than Bots here. As we see Cold Fashioned and Paperwall going to go ahead and grab the Orphea Stukov here. Orphea and Stukov. So nice little combo setup we have here for Match Ready. Johanna going to bring them together, slow them down. Probably the Crushing Jaws with the silence underneath. We've got a very nice little trio on the side of Match Ready. We'll see what Better Than Bots bans away. Try to mess that up. It's going to be a Greymane banned out. Greymane damage on top of all that control would definitely fit the bill, so I like that ban from Better Than Bots here. Match Ready, they're looking at a Lucio ETC. Now, Lucio, great for chase, great for disconnecting these melee type engages. Good saves. Yeah, I mean, Better Than Bots just isn't really showing their, you know, their kill strategy here. So it's gonna be a Lunara ban actually. Interesting choice on the Lunara ban. Maybe just not confident and their ability to catch a Lunara with this Johanna. Not wanting to deal with all of those slows coming out onto their heroes. Regardless, next two picks here for Better Than Bots. Going to see what sort of damage they want to round out this composition with. It's going to be a Sylvanas and a Deathwing coming on through for Better Than Bots. Deathwing not saved for last pick, interestingly enough, so that makes me really curious as to what their last pick's going to be. See Megan on the Deathwing, Evil Alto going to be on the Sylvanas. So now match ready with a chance to respond to this Deathwing, or if you can put out some, decent enough damage onto Deathwing. The auto attacks can chunk a little bit, especially in the later levels. Gonna add on the Cassia here for Sugar Bear, and Grace is gonna be on the Leoric. So two heroes that can definitely bully Deathwing a little bit. Cassia can put out some decent damage at range. Leoric is one of the few forms of CC that actually affects Deathwing. And also, it's a nice pairing with the Stukov, so I like that pick here for match ready. Empress Sienna has got the last pick opportunity. Is looking at a fairly beefy front line, looking for a possible save or disruption, and it's going to be the Urel as the off-lane pickup here. I like the Urel for getting out of the Leoric business, for trying to move up and harass the Stukov Cassia in that back line there. Possibly knock some people into the ETC mosh. We got Lucio, we got Urel for that. Okay. Interesting compositions coming on out here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Yeah, just taking a quick look once again here. The play seems fairly clear for match ready. I think there's going to be a little bit more poking, a little bit more moving around the edges for Better Than Bots with this composition. I'm excited to see how they look to use the CC, use the pushes and knockbacks around this Deathwing, because we generally see a lot more roots, a lot more slows in conjunction with the Deathwing, but the repositions, if executed well, could do something very similar, and if not more effective. So that's going to be a pretty cool little setup there from Better Than Bots. So we are loading on in here to our game number one. Who's got the potato computer? Is it me? It might be me. Waiting for these bars to load up. There we go. We got some loading going on. Oh, we're so close. There we go. There we go. Let's jump into our first game of the day. On the left in the blue, it is Better Than Bots with Evil Alto on the Sylvanas, Crafty Trent playing the Lucio, Empress Sienna on the Urel, 5 Aces playing ETC, and Megan 420 on the Deathwing. On the right in the red, we have Match Ready with Sugar Bear on the Cassia, Grace playing Leoric, Paperwall on the Stukov, Teal on the Johanna, and Cold Fashioned on the Orphea.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 1 of this series on Tomb of the Spider Queen is underway. Checking out our level 1 picks for talents. ETC going to be looking for those globes to level up that prog rock quest, and no other questing talents to be found here. Cassia not going for the Q quest, instead going for that charged strikes, increased auto attack damage. Moving straight up to the top lane here is Better Than Bots. Evil Alto spying 5 in the mid is going to use those black arrows to get just a little bit of damage. It's not a full commit to this tower, as we see Crafty Trent and 5 Aces looking to cycle on out of there. Deathwing going to hang out in the mid, make their way back up to the top lane as Urel moves down to the bottom lane. It's a bit of an unorthodox split from Better Than Bots in the early going, which against this setup of Orphea and Johanna is probably the way to go. They've got pretty strong wave clear. Actually, not able to get those spiders for now as Deathwing coming on down here. Mr. Teal gonna move on in. So Grace was talking to me about this in the coin flip. Was they said, they're match ready. they have all the MRs on the front of their names, but it does make them laugh a little bit when people refer to the heroes as Mr. something. So Mr. Cold Fashioned up in the top lane. We've got Mr. GG Grace down here discovering Evil Alto alone on this camp. Now we've got the rest of Match Ready going to come on through and try to steal this. Orphea hanging out in the top lane here, and it looks like Match Ready going to grab this first siege camp in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, though, there's some XP on the ground that was dropped, as well as a couple of those gems. We're going to see Match Ready moving on up through the mid to try to aid this push, as Megan having to move on back there, taking a little bit of damage in lane. Urel currently alone in the bottom lane as Grayson moved on up for a possible fight there. We do see the Protected was chosen, Draconic Might, for Deathwing. So we're going to have a little bit more health sustain with that level 1 talent. Evil Alto just maintaining presence in the top lane right now. Sylvanas not rotating with the rest of the team, just making sure that every bit of XP is picked up. This Cold Fashioned is going to get away here. Just in the gem collection phase. Right now we see Match Ready a little bit ahead on XP, mostly due to that mercenary capture. As we see ahead in minions here is better than bots. With that, I guess I'll call it a 1-3-1 they've been running now. They've been rotating some folks from mid, but they've been leaving one behind in their lanes most of the time. Right now we see Sylvanas and Deathwing actually going to go ahead and work on this back bruiser camp, leaving Lucio to try to catch this wave in the top. There it is. Bruiser camp picked up by Better Than Bots. Right now Grace is going to use this opportunity to try to get a turn in here. Sienna not able to move in. That's another 18. Small turn in the top lane. Both teams actually pretty close to their next turn in here. They both barely have enough. And there's the Deathwing Breath onto Teal. Johanna not caring so much, just trying to move in and get the clear onto these bruisers. Now Better Than Bots starting to use that Deathwing, that lava pool, to create some extra space. It's only one more gem needed on both sides. 5 Aces was trying to get it done. Still working on the channel here, but Stukov's going to get the interrupt. Trying to move into a Deathwing could be tough here for Match Ready, as Megan going way into the back to use that Cataclysm to throw down a little bit of extra damage. Teal has to pop the Unstoppable there. Iron Skin is peeled away. Cold Fashioned really working on the edges here. Oh no, I don't think that Q hit. Orphea has to walk on out of there. Crafty Trent gets the hard stop, but Orphea is going to survive. Blue Web Weavers did manage to get converted there amongst the scrum. Uh-oh, Sugar Bear actually going to be the first to fall, going down to that Banshee's Curse. Uh-oh, Crafty Trent slowed down here. Nice hit there by Paper Wall. Gets the counter kill. Evil Alto and 5 Aces going to go ahead and get away. Megan back to the skies. That means that this push isn't going to be doing an awful lot here for Better Than Bots, as most of the team had to go and recoup their health. See the top lane focus definitely going to drop on down to try to push back Paper Wall and Teal. Cold Fashioned taking a little bit of damage from that Banshee's Curse once again, but overall just soaking safely. You see 5 Aces trying to aid Evil Alto in this push, but not a ton of damage coming out from this first phase. Evil Alto going to use the possession, come on down, put a couple of hits. Uh-oh, Evil Alto I don't think has enough mana to warp on out of here. Sylvanas playing with fire there, moving on back, trying to put some extra damage, puts out the Q. Grace is going to get away here. Living on the edge is Sylvanas. Meanwhile, Cassia and Deathwing duke it out. Deathwing turning in the 1 gem up in the top lane there. So we see Sienna getting the jump onto Johanna here, forcing out the Iron Skin once again. A great body block, actually, by 5 Aces, but has to slide away as the damage was starting to come on through. One more auto attack. That's going to be Cassia picking up the kill onto ETC. And the Red Web Weavers will be coming down next for Match Ready. Looks like it's going to be a focus onto the top lane Could be a little bit of a split. No, the Match Ready is going to move up to the top lane here. They've got their level 10s online, but right behind them, Better Than Bots have now achieved their level 10s as well. It's actually going to be the Eternal Feast here for Orphea, trying to work with that Entombment. Oh, and there's the combo coming out. And Lucio is evaporated there. So using the Valkyrie, the Eternal Feast, and possibly the Entomb to try to keep people in place for that Eternal Feast to get multiple ticks out. Appears to be the plan here for Match Ready. Uh-oh, Megan going down to half health. Is going to have to use the Bellowing Roar to back on up. 5 aces, manages to get around the body block of Teal. Trying to defend this top fort. Uh-oh, ETC in a lot of trouble here. Going to be pulled back, and that is going to be it for 5 aces. Nice pickup there by Match Ready. Crafty Trent is back on the battlefield, though, with that reverse amp. Has to pop the sound barrier. Trying to pick up a kill onto Sugar Bear here. Hard stops right past this Cassia. But Match Ready gonna survive for now. Uh-oh, not if Yrel has anything to say about it. Sayana getting the knockback here. Entomb onto the Deathwing. There's the Eternal Feast once again coming out. Gonna take Deathwing down to a quarter. As Cassia getting hit around by Sayana. Yrel is just surviving forever in this backline of Match Ready. Not a lot that Match Ready has to deal with this Yrel, and it did show there as Sayana was just back there for probably over a minute just messing around with the members of Match Ready. Meanwhile, Better Than Bots, they've got one more than they need for a turn-in. You see Deathwing drop on down here, but Grace has the Drain Hope connected. Going to be a big problem for Deathwing here. Yrel's going to jump into the backline and get the stun. Look at that. 5 aces with a great mosh is going to end up with a double kill onto Cassia and Johanna. So we had the stun coming out from Sayana. We had the ETC follow-up mosh. Very, very well done by Better Than Bots. That's going to be Blue Web Weavers dropping on down once again. With Cassia and Johanna dead, they will be back for this push, as it takes a little bit for these Web Weavers to come on out. Once again, Sylvanas and Deathwing have to reset themselves as the push comes on through, so we'll have to see how much building pressure Better Than Bots can amass here. Leoric just surviving forever into this Yrel. Neither one of them can really deal enough damage to threaten each other as long as Leoric is hitting those Drain Hopes. Here comes Better Than Bots. This objective is going to be pretty much cleared up here in the top lane. Yrel has rotated to the mid to try to push that objective in. Silence Arrow's actually going to land onto the backline here, forcing Match Ready to back on up. Cataclysm from Megan on top of this fort. They're going to try to use the Black Arrows to pick up the siege. Sugar Bear on the outside has to watch out for that Molten Breath. Yrel's actually taken out in the mid. Orphea putting up the defense there along with that fort. Nice job there by the off lane, or the off lane, I should say, in cold fashion. Deathwing in all sorts of trouble here. Gets that Bellowing Roar, but the Eternal Feast is going to end fairly early there. And Better Than Bots is going to get away. That was looking like a possible counter wipe for Match Ready. 2 forts are going to fall here. Uh-oh, 5 aces going to get hit by the Entomb. ETC's in all sorts of trouble here. Oh no, Sugar Bear was trying to fend in, but the Entomb was blocking. Luckily, ETC's still going to go down. Looks like Match Ready. Grace finally dropping off some of those 51 gems they've amassed to get another Red Web Weaver phase. Rel just cleaning up that bottom lane. Deathwing doing the best they can up here in the top as Sugar Bear putting out that excessive Cassia poke damage. Almost bringing Deathwing down to half there. Crafty Trent's got to be a little bit careful here, just riding the walls with 20 gems. They have picked up a kill onto the Lucio so far. Silence Arrow's going to come out early from Evil Alto. I did it again. Less Shield's going to miss. The Valkyrie's going to miss as well, actually. 5 aces. There's the push into the mosh that we were thinking about, but the disengage from Stukov is going to be enough for the interrupt. Nice stun onto Sugar Bear by Match Ready. There's the Bellowing Roar as well. Now 5 Aces finds the slide onto Teal. Can they find any kills, though? Eternal Feast is going to land onto the Deathwing. Sylvanas and Deathwing are down, so is ETC somehow. Teal and Sugar Bear surviving in the back line, and they turn it around for a triple. Wow. So close to kills there, was better than bots through a lot of that engage. But the sustain from the Stukov, the blinds, and the control coming out from Match Ready as Teal has to be a little bit careful, has to pop the Iron Skin and hopefully get some healing from that Stukov. There we go. Johanna was one auto from dead. But it is going to be top boss here for Match Ready, picked up. Better Than Bots does have their 16, so they're not terribly behind, despite the 9-3 kill count in the favor of Match Ready. So this is the safer play to do if you're Match Ready. The optimized and or greedy play is to turn in while you're taking the boss so that the boss and the objective march together. The way that this is going to go is it's a lot safer because you don't show on the map while the objective is channeling on down, and you get kind of a staggered push here. This boss, push the wave all the way into the wall, it's going to get a little bit of damage and go down, and then the objective is going to show up right behind it. So we'll see what Match Ready can do with this setup. Deathwing has the level 16 Molten Breath available, and the way that these pushbacks have been happening has been very, very good for Better Than Bots. As there's the Pulse Stun, Evil Alto, that's a great pickup. Sylvanas is going to go down here. Still ticking away is that Eternal Feast. Look at the Molten Breath just all over the backline of Match Ready, exploding in multiple places. Crafty Trent on the Lucio, now sitting on 40 gems here for Better Than Bots. As Grace comes on down, gets knocked back before an Entomb can come on out. Will it still come out? Oh, Deathwing actually killed by that Orphea, the dead magic on 16. Dealing some extra auto attack damage. There is the kill onto ETC as well, so that's a double kill stagger as Match Ready moves onto this mid keep. I'm trying to remember. I thought there was a percent damage auto for Orphea, but maybe it is just the dead magic. Ignore armor. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Ignore armor onto Deathwing is also very, very good. Moving up to the top lane here for Match Ready, we see the Silence Arrow from Sylvanas coming on out, but no follow-up. Oh no, look at that! There's the full combo, and Sylvanas is down again. The Cassia Valkyrie did not land, but the Entomb was enough to pick up that extra kill. So back to 5-on-4 here for Match Ready. They don't have a boss to look at. They don't have a turn-in to look at, so if you're gonna die there as Better Than Bots, this is a better time than some. I guess we'll say that for now. But they are pushed in here, and they're gonna have to just try to clear as best they can to minimize the time that they are gonna be down level 20s. Look on the back camps, here are our two teams. Neither one... Oh, actually, Better Than Bots does have a turn-in opportunity. But with the way these lanes are pushed in, it's going to be very difficult for them to actually access a turn-in point. Well, this Bruiser camp could be their ticket back onto the map. You see Deathwing moving on up to try to escort this wave. Megan having to walk on back there as we see Match Ready trying to pop those armor plates. Bottom lane is starting to stabilize in the middle of the map, so Better Than Bots has an opportunity here. Urel moving on in for the wave clear. And now Better Than Bots has fought their way back onto the map. They've only got a few seconds here before level 20, though. Teal somehow didn't get seen through that whole time. Uh-oh. Pops the Unstoppable, but the Iron Skin is already down, and that's it for Johanna. Big combo coming out onto Deathwing here as a lot of Eternal Feast. Oh no, Deathwing is still standing in it. Megan gonna have to move on back here. Grace moving away. And Match Ready loses one, but only one. That's going to allow a turn in here for Better Than Bots. I'm surprised Match Ready was waiting for a gank there. They didn't have their level 20s just yet. They honestly had everything to lose in that spot. And now we see blue web weavers are going to even out the map and probably give a very safe level 20 over to better than bots. Heading up to the top lane is the blue squad. Level 20 is about to land. Rotating through the mid, looking for Sugar Bear there, but Cassia was already out. And there's the level 20s. Lucio coming around the outside here. They're still trying to find Sugar Bear. Cassia going the long way, the safe way, and will get back with the rest of the team. Deathwing ready to drop here. You see Grace moving on out, trying to use that skeletal swing for the clear. Yrel, Yrel's in a lot of trouble here. There's the stun, manages to get the absorb off, but there's the Eternal Feast once again just ticking away onto Deathwing, bringing Megan down to half health. Match Ready looking very, very healthy here. Deathwing gonna have to head back to the skies, and it's gonna be some time before Deathwing can rejoin the fight. Can Match Ready turn this around? Yrel gonna jump on in here, does not have the Ardent Defender. Sugar Bear trying to move back versus Yrel. Just a lot of poke going on here. Nice split by Match Ready. Deathwing has returned to the battlefield. The Web Weavers will expire down in the bottom lane in just a moment. Match Ready, they've got to be worried about a boss. It's up now. Leoric and Cassie going to show down in the bottom lane. Better than bots is going to bait this. Yrel going to go back to try to get fully topped up. So that confirms that the bait is the play. Oh, Yrel actually didn't go back. Which makes sense to me. I'm not sure. I mean, just got to hang out by Lucio a little bit. Oh, the red team does manage to turn in bottom lane, and Tomb is actually going to miss here. Bellring Roar is going to push Johanna away as Leoric trying to get on out of there. Valkyrie will not land. There's the Lucio with the sound barrier, going to catch one, but be quickly interrupted here. A lot of ults flying out from both teams. The Molten Breath is not going to land here as Grace is working on Deathwing on the flank. Great stun there and pushback onto Sugar Bear. That's going to be it for Cassia. And now we've got these Web Weavers that need to be dealt with. But with one player up, better than bots should have a fairly free clear here. Moving on up to this top lane. Deathwing having to move back there. Just in case. Orphea was thinking about moving pretty aggressively there, but thinks better of it. Cold Fashioned going to move back towards the team. Oh, Sylvanas is way out there. Here comes Match Ready. They get the dismount. Sylvanas is going to move back to the lane. No. Uh-oh. Sylvanas has been caught out. Can the rest of the team actually catch up here? Sylvanas is going to mount and get away from Paperwall. Here comes Sienna and Trent. Deathwing is trying to clear down in the bottom lane as ETC coming around the outside. And Evil Alto somehow escapes there. Amazing. I was expecting a bless kill immediately. But a little bit slippery there is Evil Alto. Well done. Deathwing is showing down here in the bottom lane, clearing this up. So Match Ready, without enough gems for the next turn-in, are going to start their Bruiser Camp. Oh, the boss has actually been started here by Better Than Bots, and the Bruiser Camp has been engaged. I don't think Match Ready is expecting this play. Leoric is guarding this top turn-in. Johanna's guarding the bottom turn-in. They get the Bruiser, but they're about to give up this boss. They're starting to move across now, but I think it's going to be too late here. Deathwing is in the air. Orphea coming on in. It's going to be too late. Five Aces is going to find the stun. There's the Mosh. Oh no, this is Cold Fashioned. Is actually going to get the kill. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? It's a triple kill for Match Ready. Deathwing going down as well. Cold Fashioned was in between all of those bodies, but surviving. And they get the ace. I'm going to have to watch a clip after this. I have no idea how Orphea didn't die. Like, I understand there's a lot of self-healing going on in an Orphea build, but my goodness. Orphea had to have been below 500 health there, which is like 2 autos and you're dead here at level 22. But Match Ready, again and again, turning these team fights on their head, and they pick up the first victory in this series. GG. Oh my. Wow. Better than bots. They got the boss play, they got the engage that they wanted, but it just all fell apart. The massive zone ult combinations of Match Ready, just too much to deal with in that late stage. But a great effort from both teams there. Very well done here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It was Megan on the Deathwing for Better Than Bots, eking out ahead of Evil Alto on the hero damage, 66,000, and getting over 100,000 damage with Sugar Bear on that Cassia. Very, very nicely done. Take a quick look at the talent screen here. Good for anything out of the ordinary. It was actually the Wraith build here for Leoric, trying to reduce the damage of the Sylvanas and Yrel a little bit here. I'm not certain. No, this should work on Deathwing too. So reducing that Deathwing damage is pretty good. I like that setup. Being unstoppable shouldn't stop Ominous Wraith from working. I'm like 90% sure on that. Yeah. Great stuff there coming out from both teams. Not much else I can say. Very, very well done. All right, we're going to be going to a short break. And when we come back, it's going to be game number 2 of Better Than Bots versus Match Ready. Don't go far. Alrighty, welcome back to Better Than Bots versus Match Ready. Match Ready up 1-0 in this series, looking to close it out on our second map of the night, which is Volskaya Foundry. Had a minor AFK there from one of our players, having to deal with something real quick, but we are back and we are getting ready for our next lobby here. Match Ready, yeah, I mean, they looked great in team fights through that whole Tomb of the Spider Queen, and especially in that last one. I mean, we saw Apocalypsio in chat saying the Stukov got the heal silence, Johanna ult bounced off the ETC and into the Yrel to stop that kill onto Orphea. I'm looking forward to watching that later, because that is a crazy, crazy play I want to see again. Very cool, very cool. All right. Looks like we've got our teams getting into our second draft soon. If you are just joining us, we'll let you in on the map bans for the series. Garden of Terror, Braxis Holdout, Battlefield of Eternity, and Alterac Pass were banned away. Tomb of the Spider Queen going over to Match Ready, and now Match Ready is taking us to Volskaya Foundry for game number 2. Got some R's in the lobby, so we should have this up and running in just a moment. Volskaya Foundry is an interesting one. It's been removed from Storm Division because of trying to match CCL standards. CCL has removed Volskaya Foundry from the pool. There's a lot of opinions right now on Volskaya Foundry, I'll say. Some people think the map's great, some people think the map's terrible. When it comes to the objective, some teams are still taking it top, some are taking it bot, some are even going straight to mid, trying to set up for the 4th protector of the game, and some teams are simply not taking the protector at all. So there's a lot of opinions on how to play this map, depending on the type of comp you draft. So we'll have to see what our teams think of Volskaya Foundry and the way that they draft. We will see what it's going to be right now. Better Than Bots does have first pick this time, so we'll see what they want to favor here. One hero I've been starting to see an awful lot on Volskaya Foundry is Azmodan. Taking an Azmodan and just focusing on sieging top lane over the course of like 20-25 minutes and eventually just getting a huge wave to the core is a strat I've now seen more than twice, which is very, very interesting. I don't know if it's penetrated quite the the fringes of play just yet, but we might see it. Zul'jin, another big one. on Volskaya Foundry just because you get a lot of free autos onto those protectors. That's the sort of comp where you might see teams just completely ignore the first 1 or 2 protectors of the game and just let Zul'jin stack off of it. Easy peasy. Gonna be Stukov banned out by Better Than Bots, not wanting to deal with that once again, and Blaze again taken out by Match Ready. Just Not a Girl, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're having fun here. Better Than Bots, thinking about their next ban. Gonna take out the Chromie once again here. Just a very, very strong hero overall. I'll be very surprised if the foretold balance patch next week does not touch Chromie at least a little bit. We will have to see. Match Ready, thinking about their last ban here. They banned the Medivh in the first series. We'll see whether they bring that up again or if they've got something else in mind here. It's going to be the Medivh, so Match Ready just... I mean, with the style that they went last time, with keeping everyone in one place, going for the big blow up onto one target, I can see why a Medivh is not something that they want to deal with. But Better Than Bots with their first pick here. We'll see what they want to favor here on Volskaya Foundry. I wouldn't mind a first pick Zul'jin, to be honest. But Empress Sienna going to go ahead and pick up the Lunara that was mid-banned in the last game. Interesting choice here. Now, Lunara can get some work done because the lanes are so wide and long here on Volskaya Foundry. The slows from the poison are that much more effective because you're so much further away from your wall. Cold Fashioned, going to grab the Orphea once again, and Teal going to be right back onto the Johanna. So Match Ready, just happy with their comp, is going to start rebuilding it here. DJ Daseth, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate the support here. And this is an interesting combo coming out from Better Than Bots, the Ana and the Mei. So Ana can be taken as a Mei counter, because that grenade does work through the trait of Mei to eliminate all the healing that Mei is hoping to receive. Is a Lunara chosen by Sienna, who played the offlaner last game. So this could be an offlane Lunara here, which would leave a space open for a possible nano-boosted mage still yet to be picked for Better Than Bots. So there's a lot of flexibility in the BTB draft right now. Deathwing going to be taken out by Match Ready. Not going to let Megan play that again here. Better Than Bots once again taking out the Greymane. Slick Rub with the follow. Thank you very much for the support. We're having a good time here today. Next two picks over to Match Ready. Ooh, the Maiev that was banned first last game coming on through here for Sugar Bear. And Deckard will be the pick for Paper Wall. I do like a Maiev Deckard combo. Sugar Bear ever gets a pull onto multiple heroes, it's pretty simple for Deckard to throw out the combo once again, or if you had to pile on the damage, so I like this setup here from Match Ready. Another sort of big wombo setup that they're trying to build over on the red side. Last two picks here for Better Than Bots. What are they going to do to counter this? They're going to go with a Cho'Gall. Okay. Okay. So it's an offlane Mei? You've got to keep Lunara with the Cho'Gall, don't you? Well, Nano Boost Cho'Gall on a map that almost always goes to 20. That's going to be tough to deal with. We'll see what Match Ready has here. It's going to be the Malthael coming on out for Grace. All right. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what Better Than Bots does in the bottom lane, whether it's actually going to be Lunara with a Mei rotating for wave clear, or whether it's going to be Mei in the bottom with Lunara rotating for wave clear. Interesting, interesting indeed. Okay. So Better Than Bots bringing the noise here in game number 2. Going with the one-hit wonder, the Nano Boost Cho'Gall. 16 is when that build really starts to shine. And this is a map where, like, if you're not getting to 16, then you messed up real bad. So we'll see if Match Ready has what it takes to run them over early or possibly get run over late. This is going to be a cool matchup. Hey, hello with the follow. Thank you very much. Got a little bit of a follow train going on here. Some new folks in the channel. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here and having some fun. All right, loading on in. Just one more player. And there we go. Alrighty, game number 2 getting underway here. On the left in the blue, we have Better Than Bots with Sienna on the Lunara. 5 Aces is playing May. Evil Alto is going to be on the... Goodness, I just lost my count here. Who is that? That's the Ana. and Cran 420 going to be on the Cho'Gall. I don't recognize this Ana skin at all. Oh, it looked like an Anduin for a second. I don't know why. It was throwing me off. On the left, on the right in the red, Match Ready. Teal going to be on the Johanna. Grace playing the Malthael. Sugar Bear playing the, goodness me, the Maiev. Paper Wall on that Deckard. And Cold Fashioned on the Orphea. I'm all sorts of thrown off in the start of this game. See Maiev with the tether, going to go ahead and pull back the Cho'Gall for now. It's Cran 420 trying to get away. Looks like the wave clear a little bit stronger on the side of Match Ready in the early going. Going to send 4 up to the top lane as we now have... So, okay. Okay. I was like, is it going to be May off lane or Lunara off lane? No, it's going to be Cho'Gall off lane. How silly of me to not consider the Cho'Gall offlane possibility. Looks like it's going to be a 1-1-2.5. We'll call it a 1-1-3. Lunara going to post up in that top lane. May just going to catch these waves in the mid, and that's going to throw Match Ready into a little bit of a tizzy here. They're working on their turret camp, which is pretty normal for this point in the game. Cho'Gall going to head on back to work on their own turret here. We'll have to see how quickly they can take this and if they can actually hold down their lanes. So we see Lunara and Orphea posting up in the top. Match Ready, keeping an eye on their rotations, just trying to stay ahead XP-wise. Grace getting a fairly free clear in the bottom lane as Cho'Gall and Ana do go ahead and pick up that turret. Uh-oh, Lunara in some trouble up here. It's a full rotation. Less Malthael. No Leaping Strike means no more life for Lunara. Nice pick up there by Match Ready. Cho'Gall maintaining space down here in the bottom lane. We're just going to see Ana creeping slowly up to that mid lane to try to make sure that no extra XP bleeds into those walls. The prize for the gank, Match Ready is going to go ahead and pick up the heal camp. Well done. Now this is the price you pay for a Cho'Gall. Your early game map presence and coverage is a lot harder to maintain, but you trade that out for a very, very powerful level 10 and level 16 spike. So it'll be up to Better Than Bots to just hold on, and do their best to stay in this game until they find those spikes. In the meantime, Match Ready going to be rotating very aggressively in order to find as many picks as possible and deny as much soak as they possibly can. Maiev finds the tether onto May, actually pulling back through the icing. Gonna pop that cryostasis, I believe it's called, the trait of May. Sienna in trouble again. Oh, going down to 6 health! But that's gonna be it for Lunara. Sienna almost getting away. Very low members here trying to move back out to get the last hits onto Sugar Bear. Uh-oh, Maiev may be trapped here. Does have the warp available here, and now they turn onto Cran 420. Objective is up, but neither team seems terribly interested in it so far. Grace just doing a little bit of double soaking, as a Malthael is known to do. We're going to see Teal go ahead and post up on that point. The rest of Match Ready. Ana just soaking this top lane, trying to find level 7 here for Better Than Bots. Malthael, or Cho'Gall, I should say, With that new skin, by the way. This is a bit ago, but the greed skin for Cho'Gall is very, very cool looking. If you haven't played Cho'Gall in a while, and you happen to grab that skin in a loot box or something, it's very, very well done. Glad to see it come on out here. Now fighting over the point here, Sugar Bear is trying to maintain space, but it looks like the contest is a little too strong from Better Than Bots, and they're going to go ahead and turn over this point for the meantime. Now with a full level lead, though, is match ready. If we take a look at that, the mercenaries and the minions, that extra hero kill doing a lot of work here. As now Ana is being pulled in. Oh, able to get away is Evil Alto. 5 aces may not be so lucky, though. The root from Deckard is enough to secure the kill onto May. Committing 2 of their turrets there, though. Uh-oh, Sienna is actually going to be caught by Sugar Bear. The pull is just very difficult for Ana to deal with. Not a lot of abilities in that kit for those saves. It is going to be our first protector of the game going over to match ready. Another pull onto Cran 420, and Sugar Bear is just running this map right now. Protector going to take out that wall and then start heading up. Looking like heading up towards the top lane. Just trying to get down that wall. Looks like going to just go ahead and grab the standard top lane push. Protector getting a little bit whittled down here as Sugar Bear jumping over the stun of May. Wall going to be taken out, but oh, actually, will it? Actually, yep, there it goes down. Not going to get the well, but they do get the mid wall. They do get the top wall. Match ready. Has their level 10s as well. Uh-oh. Grand 420 could be in a world of hurt here. Malthael with the Tormented Souls all over the back line. Teal got to be careful here, as actually going to go down to the Gall damage. Nice pull onto May is going to secure the kill. Once again, Grand 420 all over the back. Trying to get away here. The nudge not going to be enough. Cho'Gall is down. Paperwall looking to catch Sienna and Alto in that Stay a While and Listen. Managed to bounce away. So even without level 10s, an 11 to 9 engage there for match ready, they still managed to find the kill onto Johanna. This is what I mean. Like, match ready is just running this map right now, but they need to find a way to keep this lead post 16, which is very difficult to do on Volskaya Foundry. Malthael continue. Oh, excuse me. I need some water. I'm trying to talk through it. It's not working. Excuse me. Alright, level 10s have arrived for Better Than Bots. Leaping Strike for Lunara should help out a lot against this Maiev, since Lunara does go unstoppable. See Cold Fashion's just trying to get one last hit there, but this minion wave should do the trick. Grabbing the left side camp here, Better Than Bots. Gonna get a little bit of siege in. Looking for anything out of the ordinary. It is going to be the Ice Wall for May. Gall still not picked a heroic just yet. Looks like Sienna felt this one coming, starting to move on back there. It is actually, yeah, it is going to be the Warden's Cage for the Maiev, so no containment disc to try to move past the Cho'Gall. Just going to go ahead and try to round everyone up and get the kills. So far, they've been getting pretty consistent kills onto not Cho'Gall, so I don't mind that pickup there so much. Level 13s are here for match ready as well. The team's just rotating around the map here. Match ready. Gonna try to move forward aggressively, cutting off the rotations for now as we see Cran 420 actually moving out. Getting dismounted. Manages to knock back Sugar Bear, so the Umbral Bind is not going to connect, at least until now. Warden's Cage going to come on out to pull the Cho'Gall back in. It's going to be Ana going down first. That's a lot of the sustain of Cho'Gall that's just got taken away there. Tormented Souls from Malthael is popped. Going to move up onto Cran 420 and 5 aces. So they find the Ana kill with that combo, and they're going to go ahead and control point B. Send Grace off to do some more double soaking. And Better Than Bots is the plan now is the same as the plan ever was. Get 16. Once they get 16, these fights start to look a lot differently. They can take them a lot more confidently into match ready. They go for the stun combo onto Grace, but the one auto attack allows Malthael to warp on out of there. Teal coming on down. Just getting some tower shots thrown onto the Cho'Gall. Orphea maintaining presence on the top point for now. It looks like Better Than Bots not interested in re-engaging just yet. All they want is XP. Just give me the XP. Lunara still in the mid as 5 Aces is actually going to contest here. They were briefly 3 levels down, currently 2 levels. They've got their 13 talents, so this is a time that they could possibly find a fight. I really would like to see them just try to soak out level 16, though. You see Sugar Bear going for the turret steal in the bottom lane. We'll go ahead and pick that up here in just a moment. And there it is. I was doing a little bit of David Attenborough. And the red team moves across the map and finds the turret. There it is. Oh, man. You ever just when you're just feeling a little down, you just throw on some BBC Earth or some My Planet or whatever. David Attenborough is talking over some very high resolution nature videos. That's just awesome. I love doing that. Big combo there. Sugar Bear once again trying to find the trap onto Cho'Gall. Molten Block going to come on out here. Paper Wall getting a little low. Cyana working on Deckard in the back line. Paper Wall has to move back to some of these potions. It is going to be Cho'Gall going down, though. Enough pressure. You see Malthael with the last hit. Level 16 to 13 has been achieved. The Deckard potions had enough sustain there for match ready to get them through that fight. Protector B is up and ready. Better Than Bots trying to finish this up. Teal coming around the outside. Nope, not going to go ahead and commit to it. The Protector, though, is going to work on this middle lane. Grab that fairly freely. Cho'Gall back on the map here. Looks like the Protector going to head on down to the bottom lane next. Go for this third fort. And that'll put them at a pretty devastating advantage on the path to 20. They're now solidly 3 levels ahead on this map. Cho'Gall getting poked a little bit there as the Protector looks to slam onto this fort. Cho'Gall gets hit with the Reaper's Mark. There's the Ice Wall actually going to land onto the Protector. There's the nano-boosted Cho'Gall. Has to pop the Molten Block, but Maiev is going to go down here. This is going to be a lot of catch-up XP if Better Than Bots can convert a couple more kills here. Grace pops the Tormented Souls. May is actually going to go down first. There goes Lunara as well. Grace looking to possibly keep moving onto this Cho'Gall, but I don't think they've got enough sustain. Malthael trying to get away here. Oh, it's so close. Dwindling away is Malthael. Enough poison damage coming on out there to secure that kill. The fort is taken out here, but that's a lot of catch-up experience. Almost a full level regained by Better Than Bots there. That gives them their level 16. You see the Frenzied Fists from Cho. You see the Leaden Orb of Gaul. The Dread Orb now stuns. It is active reload, that much extra healing for Ana. So this is where things start to get a little tricky for match ready. They've either got to get an extreme stun train that also hits Ana in order to take down this Cho'Gall, or they've got to try to move past the Cho'Gall and get the rest down before Cho'Gall kills them all. It's going to be tough. But they have the level lead. They have the map control. We'll see if they can hold on here versus this hyper carry Cho'Gall. Moving up to this wall here. There's the stun from the Dread Orb. Johanna going to be able to move back here. Look at all those bounces. Oh my goodness. That's just an absurd amount of stun uptime potential from Cho'Gall. Incredible stuff. Better Than Bots Has Lunara in the off lane right now, but they just get... They get to do this for free. Oh, Match Ready moving on in. They find the 2 in the back line, and that's going to be the combo. Evil Alto in all sorts of trouble. Ana is down. Ice Wall from May's going to come on out. 5 Aces has to ice away, and look at all the damage. Molten Block is... Oh, Molten Block getting out just in time there, and Match Ready, they find their win condition in these fights. It's just get everyone who's not Cho'Gall and get them down quickly. They do manage to only find the Ana, but without the sustain, without that healing, Cho'Gall can only last so long. Maiev was looking for a pull. Ooh, manages to get it, actually. That was a pretty generous hitbox on that Umbral Bind, I think. Does manage to get the pull onto Cho'Gall, though, and level 20s have arrived for Match Ready.
I'm getting another kill.
Sugar Bear just looking for another engage if possible. Level 18 is around the corner for Better Than Bots. We've got our Protector C starting to spawn in this bottom lane. Left turret camp is up in about 10 seconds here. It looks like Match Ready is looking at... Uh-oh. Evil Alto having to move back. But they're now split. Ana and Cho'Gall are split up. This could be big trouble here. Deckard zoning out as well as Cold Fashion trying to key onto the Cho'Gall. There's the Nano Boost coming on out, though, as well as the Ice Wall. This is looking bad here for Match Ready. Sienna over the top gets the kill onto the Orphea. There is the Stay a While and Listen from Paper Wall. Silence is good onto Lunara, but Lunara going to start hippity-hopping away. Sugar Bear looking for a pull. It's going to be just Orphea going down here. And Better Than Bots gets out clean. Wow. I thought Match Ready was fully screwed in that engage, but they managed to only drop the Orphea and put a pretty big hurtin' onto the members of Better Than Bots. They're going to start controlling this bottom pad. Lunara still off-soaking here to try to find level 20. Better Than Bot's going to go ahead and grab a turret here. The next engage is going to be very important. Smalthiel headed back to base. Orphea up in about 10 seconds here. Better Than Bots is starting to move on to the point. It looks like Match Ready is just going to go ahead and back off. They don't have their Orphea. They're going to try to back off at least. Look at that. Sugar Bear thinking about going in. Oh no, I don't know if this is the call. Sugar Bear in all sorts of trouble. Maiev is going to go down. The silence is good onto Cho'Gall. But look at that. Oh, Sienna is actually going to be taken out here. Orphea's made it to the battlefield. Picks up the kill onto Ana. Cran 420 is now without a healer. 5 Aces trying to get away here. Look at the chase. Cho'Gall gonna go down here. Match Ready. I thought they pulled the trigger way too early, but they lose 1 and pick up the kill onto 4. Wow. Again, Match Ready takes a fight that I was very skeptical of and turns it into a winning engagement. Gotta give it up for Match Ready here. Malthael on that point, gonna go ahead and channel Protector C. Good call, I would say. Malthael has decent wave clear, but there's enough wave clear in this stack. And Malthael does. I'm pretty sure Malthael actually heals buildings when he touches them. Ice Wall gonna come out from May here. Just trying to buy some extra time for their team to respawn, but this keep is now being pressured by a catapult and the full wave. Protector has spawned. Maiev is now back on the battlefield. So are the members of Better Than Bots, though. They're starting to respawn. Cho'Gall's back as well. You gotta be a little bit careful here before Maiev gets there. Nice sleep onto Orphea. Gonna go ahead and move up and try to get some extra damage. Oh, the pull is good onto Alto. Good stun onto onto Ana as well. Stay a while and listen is going to catch 2. Ana's not going to go down here. That's huge pickup for Match Ready. Cran 420 is stuck. Going to bring out the Molten Block. Sienna's throwing that poison around. Going to get the kill onto Maiev here, but Cho'Gall is going to go down. The Protector is going to finish off this keep, and this could be a core call here for Match Ready. Lunara is up, so going to be able to do some extra damage to this Protector. See how far it goes here. Sienna gonna get blind and pushed away. Nice Ice Wall to buy time there from 5 Aces. This Protector is starting to get whittled away. Oh, the May is picked off. The core shielding is gone. And all of a sudden, this is looking like it's going to be game. Lunara trots away. And the Protector is going to go ahead and finish this up. 30%, 28. Looking for the last kill onto Lunara. So I had to work in the edges, but there's the big Spirit Bomb. And that is going to be it. Match ready. Pick up the 2-0. GG. Well done there by Match Ready. Things were starting to look like better than bots were coming on back. The Ana Cho'Gall level 16s were very, very strong. Match Ready taking some very aggressive engages, but turning around the fights in the end, going to the core and securing the 2-0 victory. Very, very nicely done. Take a look at the hero damage here. Megan on the Gall, nearly 59k coming on out there. And Grace on the Malthael leading the way for Match Ready at 54-7. Take a quick look at the talents here, and then we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with our victors. Looks like they're ready to go, so we better get on over there. Alrighty, Grace, thank you very much for joining me, and congratulations on the 2-0.
Thank you. Feels real good. That was a little bit of a grudge match for us because we faced up against him in Heroes Lounge, so we really wanted that dub tonight.
Very cool, very cool. Some interesting comps coming out tonight, as well as some interesting bands, not ones we often see. So, given the history there in Heroes Lounge, I'm guessing there was a little bit of scouting going on with those with the Blaze Medivh bands coming on through.
Those were more based on the comp we're trying to run.
Okay.
Blaze Bunker can give us some issues, and Medivh is a champ that just needs to be removed from the game on top of countering our comp. So we had to remove that.
Makes sense to me. Very very nicely done. Some comps that seem to mostly center around big Wombo team fights and executing them extremely well. So it was awesome to see. Tomb of the Spider Queen was looking pretty back and forth, especially near the end. What were the comms like in the end of Tomb? What sort of opportunities were you looking for to turn that game around?
So we felt like while we had lost out on a few turns, we still felt pretty confident because we did have that open mid lane. So we were still up a keep. We got really nervous when Orphea checked that bush on the boss, but it worked out in our favor because they ended up being all funneled into that tight little corridor. And that's really where we shine with the Eternal Feast and the Entomb. So it worked out in our favor there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go through that clip frame for frame to figure out how on earth Orpheus survived, because that was quite the engage.
Clip actually in between matches, or my team did, because I had a little doggy emergency. I had to step away for a second, but my team was saying that Paper really shined there. So definitely look at what the Stukov's doing in that corridor.
All right, we'll definitely look out for that. Yeah, so picking up the win there, moving on to Volskaya Foundry. So Volskaya Foundry goes long a lot of the time. Pretty much all of the time, teams are looking at level 20s on both sides before there's even a hint of being able to win.
Definitely.
Given the map and given the known spike of Cho'Gall Ana at 16, did you feel comfortable even with that big a lead once that part of the game came online for better than bots?
Our team fight seemed a lot stronger, so yeah, we were pretty we weren't too worried. We lost Maiev in one fight, and we lost Orphea in the other. So really, at that point, it was just about turtling, waiting for our comp to come back online. And as soon as it did, just looking to execute again. Not to knock on the Cho'Gall, it was good. I think our Wombo is just a little stronger there.
Okay, so that makes sense. The chat was talking about maybe containment disc for the Cho'Gall, going with the Warden's Cage instead. I feel like allowed your team to really round up that backline, like you said, and go for that Wombo style that you're comfortable with. Was there any thought to possibly looking at the containment disc and moving on to the backline, or was the Warden's Cage really how you wanted to play that?
It was definitely mentioned, but we decided just to stick with the combo.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense to me. It looked very good out there. So I'll say grudge match completed. You get the 2-0 victory over Better Than Bots. Looking forward in the schedule, are there any other teams here in A West that you're looking forward to playing? Maybe some rematches from previous seasons?
We're definitely looking forward to facing up against M Naval again. They came out swinging in week 1, so we definitely look forward to facing them again. What is it? Boosted Bonobos. That's going to be our next week matchup. That's actually a team we faced off with in ranked quite often, and
Okay.
they're very very back and forth matches. So there should be a lot of fireworks there. So we're definitely looking forward to that one.
Fantastic. I'll be looking out for that one. I think Boosted Bonobos were, yeah, they beat Better Than Bots last week, if I remember
Is that
checking. So
right? Okay.
that'll be a matchup to watch for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Fantastic. All right, the floor is yours. Before we close things up here, do you have any shout outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, as always, a shout out to my team. Everyone stayed nice, calm, and collected in some of those more intense moments. We put in a lot of practice and we put in a lot of work. So I love to see it all coming together. Shout out to our coach. He's always patient with us. And he works hard to see us excel. Also, a big shout out to my mom who is watching tonight and to my boy Tom who's watching as well. And a shout out to
Awesome.
you for picking up the cast. We really love all the casting that you guys do.
Oh, thank you very much. It's my pleasure. Grace, once again, thank you very much for coming on and congratulations on the victory. Good luck going forward.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.